Okay, Milwaukee Bucks, check this out. Stop shooting three-pointers. Stop it. Stop shooting all these three-pointers. Okay? You're not the Golden State Warriors. You do not have the Splash Brothers on your team. Don't you cannot believe I don't you know what? If the analytics is telling them to shoot nothing but threes, well then that means that, you know what? Somebody has hacked into your analytics system. And it's probably your opponent. Y'all are the bigger team. All right? I'm not saying don't shoot three-pointers at all, but just stop shooting three-pointers. You have the size advantage. Get in the post. You got to get physical. Use your size for your advantage. Okay? It's the reason why, Giannis played an awesome game. 42 points, 12 boards, 4 assists, had some big-time blocks. But you know what? He took 5 3-pointers. I don't need him taking 5 3-pointers. Okay? The defense wants you to take those 3-pointers. Every time you take a 3-pointer, you are bailing the defense out. They lost by 10 points. Giannis took 5 3-pointers. Shot 1 for 5. Okay? I believe that, you know what? Had he not taken those 5 shots, if they had not been 3-pointers, and they could have been him taking it to the basket, I believe, let me see. I believe out of those 5 shot attempts, I think he could have got about 7 to 8 points off that. Couple points being off free throws, and the other 3 just taking the ball to the basket. Because he was unguardable. Unguardable. There was one play, and I loved it. True Holiday's at the top of the key. It seems like he's going through the motion, and Giannis is like, hey, give me the ball. Give me the ball. And you know what? You feed that. You feed the beast. You got to keep feeding them. And see, that's the problem with today's guards. They do not like to give the ball to the big man. And that's the thing. You have to, if the Bucks lose this series, they're going to have to think about maybe trading Holiday and maybe Middleton also. You need to find a player that can complement Giannis. So that way a player who does not mind giving the ball to him in the post. But man, the Suns played. Bridges was balling, man. They gonna have to pay that dude. I think Bridges is up for a contract, so they're gonna have to pay that man. Chris Paul did his thing. Devin Booker was phenomenal. But you know what? Let me take it back. I'm just skating over what Chris Paul did. He had 23 points today, but, he had like 38 the last game. So, it wasn't as impressive as his last game, but he still did his job. He helped make sure that they did not give up the lead, which was awesome. Didn't get a big game out of Aiden today. I think Giannis took it personal. I think Giannis really took DeAndre Ayton's game 1 personal, and he should. Once again, I said, Drew Holiday, he's gonna have to take his matchup with Chris Paul personal. He's gonna have to take it personal. You're gonna have to get angry, and I'm not saying go fight Chris Paul, but like the intensity that Patrick Beverley has going up against Chris Paul, Drew Holiday needs that same level of intensity going up against him. If the Bucks are going to win, he needs that same intensity. Maybe some good home cooking going home to Milwaukee, that's going to help. But seriously, man, by all means, he needs to channel his inner Patrick Beverley. He is a better offensive player than Patrick Beverley, okay? And he could bring the same defensive intensity as Beverley. But see, here's the thing. When you're Holiday, you can bring it on offense and defense. You need to be giving it to Chris Paul the way he's giving it to you, man. Oh, Batman. Where's Batman? Kendrick Perkins called Chris Middleton Batman. All right? And Giannis is Robin. Like I said, man, Giannis is Superman. If Middleton is Batman, then Giannis is Superman. Okay? Now, I feel that Middleton is better than a Robin, but he is not Batman. All right? He is not showing it. Devin Booker is a Batman. That is one of those things where you're a Batman until you're actually next to Batman. You remember in the Which Batman movie was it? The Dark Knight. At the beginning of the movie, they made you think that was Batman walking around with a shotgun and stuff, right? But it was just an impersonator, somebody pretending to be Batman. It's not the same thing. The way Batman does it is totally different than what this dude was doing it. I think he said, what was that? When Batman noticed him and he caught him, the dude said, "Hey, well, why can't I do that? What makes you so much different than me?" And he says, "I'm not wearing hockey pads. I'm not wearing hockey pads." That's the difference. Calling that man Batman. No, you're not Batman, Middleton. I mean, I expect Middleton to bring it at home, but see, Batman does not only bring it at home. Batman can still do damage outside of Gotham. I mean, if Batman only did his thing in Gotham, yeah, but he does his thing. He does his thing outside of Gotham, people. All right, but it's going the way it's supposed to go right now. What's the word I'm looking for? I took a risk. I took a big home run swing, thinking Bucks in 5. All right, so now it's time for me to take a more realistic swing. Bucks in 6. Bucks in 6. See, what's going to happen is Milwaukee, they are going to get home, all right, and their role players are going to step up. Bridges, Crowder, and those boys, listen, the role players for the Suns, see, they have 2 role players out with injuries. So what's going to happen is when they get on the road, a lot of pressure is going to be on Crowder and Bridges. And I don't think they're going to be able to perform the way they performed today. Crowder had 10 and 11. That's a phenomenal game for him. It's very hard to beat the Suns when Crowder is doing that kind of damage. And also, Bridges is dropping 27 points on you, man. For real. I don't expect the Suns role players to play consistently like that on the road. All right? It's possible, but I don't expect that. But I expect the Milwaukee Bucks role players to step up. And I think overall they've been playing decent, but Portis has not been himself. He's not the same Portis like we saw in the last 2 games against the Hawks, probably because he was at home. But the Bucks, it's time for them to use their size. So utilize your size. They might want to bring Lopez off the bench, because I think if you bring Lopez off the bench, what you can do is, you consistently have a good low post scoring, okay, in the paint. All right, even when Giannis takes a breather, but Giannis, he's probably not gonna take a breather, man. Like, you got to give Giannis his props. Like, people are like, I mean, he is doing everything possible. If this was LeBron James, people, we would be saying, LeBron needs help. He's doing everything he can. You remember when LeBron James was facing KD and Steph and Clay and Draymond, the Warriors and stuff, and LeBron had that 50-point game. Yeah, people was like, yeah, LeBron needs help. He needs help, Well, Giannis needs some help out there. All right? I mean, he is making some phenomenal plays, and the thing about it is I just can't see that incredible effort on defense and offense going to waste and not winning the championship this year. I can't see that. All right? This dude here is very, very motivated. I mean, he is playing with a lot of intensity out there. And hopefully the rest of his team will catch up on it on both sides of the ball. All right. I understand if you're Holiday and Middleton, maybe it seems like you can get in the flow of the offense better when Giannis wasn't there. But listen, Giannis is a cornerstone piece. He's not going anywhere. Okay. All right. So you might as well learn how to play alongside Giannis and figure it out. That's what you're there for. Okay. Giannis is the star. No matter what Kendrick Perkins says, Middleton is not Batman. All right? Or if Middleton can be Batman all he wants, Giannis is no Robin. I tell you that, because Robin is not putting up those kind of numbers, 42 and 12. Come on, man. What Robin doing that? Nightwing not even doing that. But man, it's gonna be tough. But for some reason, man, this Bucks team, I think they're gonna pull it off. So I got Bucks in 6, people. Bucks in 6. All right. Tell you what, share your thoughts. Tell me who you think is going to win the series. Do you think the Milwaukee Bucks are going to come back, or do you think the Suns are going to sweep them? All right, share your thoughts down below. Hit that like button and subscribe button if you're watching the video podcast. If you're listening to the audio podcast, stay right tuned because we got some more stuff coming for you. All right, student of the game.